Welcome to T1 Academy. In our last videos, we discussed about time, speed and distance problems. So today in this video, we are going to learn about the race concept. So before going to see the questions from this race concept, let us try to understand what actually this race concept is, students, here. Now usually we will hear a words, most commonly heard words from this race concept is A gives B a start of 100 meters in a 1000 meters race. What is the meaning of this one? We should understand first of all. We should understand what is the actual meaning this. A gives B a start of 100 meters in a 1000 race means the concept here is that means the race will be for a 1000 meters. Okay, in this race A is the winner and he will cover all the 1000 meters. A will cover all the 1000 meters. When it comes to B will cover just 900 meters, 100 less than A. So that means B will cover just 900 meters here. This is the meaning. And from this what we can say, who is the winner? Who is the winner? A is the winner. Sir, how you are telling means here time is constant, students. Please observe here time is constant. That means the meaning of this one is in a given particular time, A will finish the complete 1000 meter race. When it comes to B will finish only 900 meters distance. B is going to cover 900 meters distance. That means in a time which is in that A will cover 1000 meters, B will cover just 900 meters. That is the meaning of this one. And obviously the person who covers more distance will be the winner for us. So here A is the winner. A is winner and B is loser. Understood? This is the understanding which we should make here. Okay, A gives B a start of 100 meters in a 1000 meter race means A is going to cover the entire 1000 meters but B will cover just 900 meters. B will cover just 900 meters. That is the meaning of this. A is going to give a start of 100 meters to B. And similarly, next they will use one more word. A beats B by 20 seconds. This one is little bit clear for us. Now from this, who is the winner? Obviously we can say that A is the winner. A is the winner. That means if A reach the destination in some x seconds, A reach the destination in some x seconds, B is going to reach the same destination in what time? X plus 20 seconds. See here, students, in this case distance is constant. Okay, distance is constant. At that time A will cover this distance in some x seconds and B will cover the same distance in x plus 20 seconds. X plus 20 seconds. Why? Because A beats B by 20. That means after A reaches the destination, B will reach the destination in 20 more seconds. So x plus 20 seconds. Understood, students? In this case time is constant. In this case distance is constant. We should understand these two concepts. Now what they will do is they will try to join a third person to this group like that and we will have different cases. So the meaning of A gives B a start of 100 meters means this one, and the meaning of A beats B by 20 seconds means this is the meaning. So we should understand these two things, then we can easily solve the questions from race concept. Okay, now we will solve some questions so that it will clear all your remaining doubts. Now see here, in a 300 meter race, okay, there is a 300 meter race. P gives some start to Q. We don't know how much start it is giving. He is telling some start to Q. This makes the length of the race for Q is 215 meters. Now see here, who is giving start to whom? P gives to Q, right? That means who will cover the entire distance of 300 meters? Who is going to cover the complete distance? Q. That means P, sorry. Why? Because P is giving, that means P here will cover the total 300 meters. And Q is covering what distance here, students? Q is covering just here 215 meters. 215 meters. Now tell me from this, how much start was given by P to Q, tell me. Obviously the difference between this one, 300 minus 215, what it becomes? 85. That means P gives Q a start of 85 meters. P gives Q a start of 85 meters. Earlier I have told you, If A gives B a start of 100 meters, means what I have taken? A will travel all the 1000 meters, B will travel just 900 meters. 1000 minus 900, similarly here also. How much start we need to find? But Q is covering what distance? 215 meters. That means P is giving Q a start of 85 meters here. 85 meters here. Next one. In a 1000 meter race, Kamal defeats Bimal by 5 seconds. Okay. In a 100 meter race. In a 100 meter race, Kamal beats Bimal by what? 5 seconds. That means if Kamal takes, who is the winner? First of all, tell me. Kamal is the winner. If Kamal takes X seconds, then what about Bimal? Bimal takes what time here? Tell me. X plus 5 seconds, right? Okay. X plus 5 seconds. And here given, what did they give us here? If the speed of Kamal is 18 km/h. Speed of Kamal is what? 18 km/h. Now see here students, meters, seconds. So what my suggestion is, first of all, speed of Kamal 18 into, if I convert it into meter per second, what it becomes? 5 by 18 meters per second. 5 by 18 meter per second, 18 get cancelled. So speed of Kamal is what here? 5 meters per second. 5 meters per second. Now time taken by Kamal to cover the 100 meters distance is what? Time taken will become what? Distance by, that is 100 by, his speed is 5. So his speed will become what? 20 meters per second. Sorry, his time will become what? 20 seconds. That means Kamal is going to finish the race in 20 seconds. Kamal is going to finish the race in 20 seconds. If Kamal takes 20 seconds, what about Bimal? What about Bimal? Bimal will take 25 seconds to finish the race. Bimal will take 25 seconds to finish the race here. Bimal takes 25 seconds to finish the race here. Now, his speed, distance by time. His speed will become what actually? 4 meters per second. But in question they clearly mentioning that we want it in kilometers per hour. So what you will write? 4 into 18 by 5 km/h. 4 into 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. 18 by 5 kilometers per hour. So 18 4s are 72 by 5. It will become what students? 14.4 km/h. So the Bimal speed is 14.4 km/h. Bimal's speed is 14.4 km/h. Understood? Next one. Now see here. In a 100 meter race, P runs at the speed of 4 km/h. Okay. P gives Q a start of 4 meter and still beats Q by 15 seconds. Find the speed of, let us take it as Q. Find the speed of Q. Why? Because already P speed was given for us. So we need to find Q here. Okay. Now see here students. P runs at a speed. What is the race distance actually? 100 meters. Race distance is what? 100 meters. And what is the speed of P? P's speed is how much here? 4 km/h. So this will become what for me? 4 into 18 by, it's not 18. 4 into 5 by 18 meters per second. So it will become what? 10 by 9 meters per second. 10 by 9 meters per second. Now tell me what is the time taken by P to finish the race? Distance is 100 by 10 by 9. That means he is going to take 90 seconds to finish the race. He is going to take 90 seconds to finish the race. Okay, good, superb. Now, P gives Q a start of 4 meters. Now tell me, in this race, Q will travel what distance? Just 96 meters, not 100 meters. Why? Because P is giving Q a start of 4 meters and still beats Q by 15 seconds. That means what is the time taken by Q here? Tell me. P is taking 90 seconds. Then what about Q? Q will take 105 seconds. Am I correct or not? Why? Because he is beating him by 15 seconds. He is running just 96 meters and he is taking 105 seconds. 105 seconds. Now, what is the speed of Q here for me? 96 by 105 meters per second. When I convert it into km/h, what it becomes? 96 by 105 into, it will become what for me here? 18 by 5 km/h. 18 by 5 km/h. Multiply this, you will get the answer. In 3 table I can cancel, right? In 3, 35 times. In 3, 6 times. Can I further cancel it? If I want, I can write this as 1.2 and all those things. But generally, write it. Solve this one, you will get the answer, students. Nothing more than that. Next one. In a 1000 meter race, Ram has start of 280 meters. Okay. Now the race is for 1000 meters. Now the race is for Ram has a start of 280 meters, means he is having a start. That means someone is giving him a start. Means Ram will travel what distance, tell me? He will travel just 720 meters. He will travel just 720 meters. The ratio of speeds of two contestants Ram and Ajay are what? 3:4. That means Ajay will cover what distance, students? He will travel the more total 1000 meters. Okay. And the speeds ratio is what? 3:4. 3:4. Then Ram wins by how many meters? Then Ram wins by how many meters? Means that means here time is constant. Time is constant. So when time is constant, their speeds are in the ratio of 3:4. If speeds are in the ratio of 3:4, students, please tell me what I can do here. What I can find, take their speeds as, I will take their speeds as intentionally 3 meters and 4 meters for easier calculation. For easier calculation, I will take their speeds as 3 meters per second and 4 meters per second. 3 meters per second and 4 meter per second. 3 meter per second and 4 meter per second. Now, what is the time taken by Ram to finish the race? What is the time taken by Ram to finish the race? Time taken by Ram, 720 by 3. That means he will take 240 seconds. What is the time taken by Ajay to finish the race? He is going to cover 1000 meters and his speed is some 4. So, 250 seconds. That means after Ram reaching the destination, Ajay will reach the destination. So, in 240 seconds, what is the distance covered by Ajay, tell me? In 240 seconds, distance covered by Ajay will be how much? Not 250. Why? What is the reason? Or else, what is the time difference between them? 10 seconds. What is the time difference between them? 10 seconds. That means, in 10 seconds, what is that? In 10 seconds, distance covered by Ajay, tell me what it is? Covered by Ajay will become what here, tell me? 4 into 10. His speed will become what? Distance will become what? 40 meters. That means Ram will beat Ajay by what distance? 40 meters. Ram will beat Ajay by 40 meters distance. See here, students, if he is getting start as well as because of that reason, actually Ram is winning here. Else Ram will not win here. Why? Because his speed is less than the Ajay's speed. Ajay should cover the total 1000 meters, whereas Ram should cover just 720 meters. 720 meters. So, Ram will finish his race in 240 seconds. When it comes to Ajay, he will take 250 seconds. That means after Ram reaching the destination, Ajay will be 10 seconds far from it. So, in 10 seconds, Ajay is going to cover what distance? 40 meters. 40 meters. Next one. Now, P, Q and R are the three contestants in a 1000 meter race. Okay. There is a 1000 meter race. P can give Q a start of 40 meters and P can give R a start of 64 meters. That means tell me, what is the distance covered by P here? P is going to cover the total 1000 meters. What about Q? Q will cover just 40 meters, sorry, not 40, 960 meters. Why? Because he is getting a start of 40 meters. When it comes to R, R is going to cover what distance, students? 1000 minus 64. It will become 936 meters. Now they are asking how many meters start can Q give R in the same race. In the same race. Usually they will give in this manner, in the same race. Okay. Now please observe here, students. Sir, the difference between these two is 24 meters. So I will write the answer as 24 meters. But this is wrong, students. Why? What is the reason? Here Q is running just what? 960 meters. If Q runs 960 meters, R will run 936 meters. That is fine. For example, if Q runs for 1000 meters, what is the distance covered by R? We need to find that one. Okay. So, in 960 meters, how much start was given by Q to R? Tell me. In 960 meters, yes, 24 meters is correct. In 960 meters, Q give R a start of 24 meters. But our race is for what? Our race is for 1000 meters. For example, if Q runs for 1000 meters, how much start will R get? So, 1000 meters is equal to some X or something like that. So, if you observe carefully what is happening from here to here, students, divided by 40. So similarly here also divide it with 40, what you will get here? 25 meters. So in a 1000 meter race, that means if Q runs for 1000 meters, R will run for how much? 975 meters. R will run for 975 meters. Why? Because Q will give R a start of 25 meters. Understood? Don't take the difference directly. Yes, you should find the difference, but that race is for what? If Q runs for, the meaning of that is, if Q runs for 960 meters, R will run for 936 meters. But in the race is for what? 1000 meters. So if Q runs for 1000 meters, R will give how much start? That is the meaning of this one, students. So please be careful with this one. Okay, this question is very, very important. Next one. P, Q and R, okay, are three contestants in a 2000 meter race. Now the race is for 2000 meters. If P can give Q a start of 100 meters, that means P will run for 2000 meters, Q will run for 1900 meters, and R a start of 138 meters. That means R will run for what distance? 1862 meters, right? Why? Because he is giving him a start of 138 meters. How many meters start can Q give to R? See, if Q runs for 1900 meters, Q gives him a start of 38 meters, right? Q gives him a start of 38 meters. That means if the race in a 1900 meter race, Q gives R a start of 38 meters. But if the race is for 2000 meters, how much start it will give? Please observe here carefully, students. Into 2 by 100 means it will become what actually? Divided by 50. So here also similarly divide it with 50. What you will get? 40 meters. See, students, if you are able to identify it, good. If not, cross multiply it. If not, take this as x and cross multiply it. Simply you will get the answer. Okay. So this is how we need to find the answer. So that means in a 2000 meter race, Q will give R a start of 40 meters. That means if Q runs for 2000 meters, R will run for what distance? R will run for 1960 meters. That is the meaning of this one. Okay. Right. Next one. In a race of 1200 meters, P can beat Q by 120 meters. Okay. Here different races are there. Please be careful. If P runs for 1200 meters, P can beat Q by 120 meters means Q will run for what time? What distance? 1080 meters. See, beating or giving a start, both are same, more or less. Okay, 1080 meters. Next, in a 500 meter race, okay, now the race is 500 meters. If Q can beat R by 100 meters, that means Q will cover what distance? 500 meters. R will run what distance? 400 meters. By how many meters will P beat R in a race of 800 meters? Now a new race was given. That means if P runs for 800 meters, R will run for what distance? Now do we have a direct relation between P and R here? No, actually we have relation between P and Q, and we have relation between Q and R. So now these two races are actually different. Now I should bring that to 800 meter race. First see here, in a 1200 meter race, P is giving Q a start of how much? 120 meters. Right? P beats Q by 120 meters. Start or beat, both are same. Now the race is for 800 meters. So in 800 meter race, so how much start it will get, or how it will beat by how much? Please observe here, from here to here divided by 10. So similarly from here to here divided by 10. So that means it will beat him by 80 meters. That means if P runs for 800 meters, Q will run for how much? 720 meters. Am I correct? Q will run for how much? 720 meters. Now come to this case. If Q runs for 500 meters, R will give a start of how much? 100 meters. Q will give R a start of 100 meters in a 500 meter race. But here Q is running how much? 720 meters. Please be careful, ma. With respect to Q, we need to write the R. That is the reason. Here Q is running just 720 meters. So don't take once again 800 meter race. It is wrong. So if Q runs for 720 meters, then how much will R get a start? From here to here, what is happening? Divisible by 5. So here also divided by 5. So this will become what for me? 140 meters. That means if Q runs for 720 meters, what about R? 720 minus 140. It will become what? 580 meters. That means R will run for how much? 580 meters. That means if P runs for 800, Q will run for 720 and R will run for just 580 meters. So now tell me how much start is giving P is giving to R. Or P beats R by how much? 800 minus 580. So this will become what for us here? 220 meters. 220 meters. See here students. First there is one race, another race and third race. We are integrating all the three races to this required race, that is 800 meters race. Actually P in a 1200 meter race, Q will get a start of 120 meters. So from that, in 800 meters race, Q will get how much start we have seen? 80 meters. That means Q will run for just 720 meters. If Q runs for 720 meters, what is the distance covered by R? R will cover just 580 meters. This is how we need to establish the relations and we need to solve the problems. Okay. Next one. In a 1500 meter race, Anil beats Bakul by 150 meters and in the same race, Bakul beats Charles by 75 meters. Okay. Now please see here. There is a 1500 meter race. Okay. In this, Anil beats Bakul by how much? 150. That means if Anil runs for 1500 meters, Bakul will run for just 1350 meters. Am I correct? Next. Here in the same race anyway, but I will write it separately to avoid the confusion. If Bakul runs for 1500 meters, what about Charles? Charles is going to run for what distance? Just 1425 meters. Why? Because Bakul is beating Charles by 75 meters. So Charles will run just 1425 meters. 1425 meters. Understood? In the same. Now he is asking us, Anil beat Charles by. The first person beats the Charles by. So I need to put all of them in one case. See here. If Anil runs 1500 meters, Bakul will run for how much? 1350. So now in a 1500 meter race, Charles is getting a start of 75 meters. But is Bakul running 1500 meters here? No. Bakul is running just 1350 meters. Reverse of our starting cases. Reverse of our initial cases. That's it. Nothing more than. If Bakul runs for 1350 meters, how much does the Charles get? How much does the Charles get? From here to here, what is happening? Divisible by 20, right? So similarly here also divided by 20. So what it becomes? 67.5 meters. It will give a start of 6. That means here in this case, if I want to include Charles, so 1350 minus 67.5. 67.5. So 1350 minus 67.5, what it becomes? 1287.5 meters. 1287.5 meters. That means Anil is beating Charles by what distance? 112.5. Not 112, 212 right, 67.5. Sorry, here it will become 82.5. So it will become for us 217.50 meters. It will become 217.50 meters for us in this case. Understood? Just integrating one race to the other race. That's it, students. Joining, combining. Right? In a 900 meter race, okay, now the race is for 900 meters. Satish beats Kiran by 270 meters. That means Satish will run 900 meters. Kiran will run just 730 meters. Right? 730? No, 630 meters. Kiran will run just 630 meters. And Rahul by 340 meters. That means Rahul will be traveling what distance here? Tell me. Just 560 meters. By how many meters does Kiran beat Rahul in the same race? Kiran should beat Rahul in the same race. Now see here, students. If Kiran runs for 630 meters, Rahul is running for just 560 meters. What is the difference between these two, students? 70 meters. That means in a 630 meter race, Kiran is beating Rahul by 70 meters. Kiran is beating Rahul by 70 meters. Now the race is for 900 meters. So Kiran will beat Rahul by what distance? 630 divided by 9 is 70. So similarly here also divide it with 9, what you will get? 100 meters. What you will get? 100 meters. That means he will beat Rahul by 100 meters. He will beat Rahul by 100 meters. Understood? The concept is very, very simple. Just try to understand the things. Okay. Next one. P and Q start a part in 400 meters race. Okay. Take part in 400 meter race. P runs at 12 km per hour. P gives Q a start of 20 meters and still beats him by. Okay. Now first of all tell me, P will travel what distance? P is going to cover the entire 400 meters. When it comes to Q, 380 meters. Why? Because he is getting a start of 20 meters. Next. And still beats him by 13 seconds. Okay, they given us the speed of QP is what? 12 kmph. 12 kmph. So please convert it into meter per second. Speed of P is equal to 12 into 5 by 18 meters per second. So 6 2s are 6 3s are. So this will become 10 by 3 meters per second. 10 by 3 meter per second. Now time taken by P, tell me. Time taken by P will become what for me? Distance 400 by 10 by 3. 0 0 cancel. It will take 120 seconds for P to finish the race. Now in the same race, he still beats him by 13 seconds, right? That means what is the time taken by Q here? Tell me. 120 plus 13. He is going to take 133 seconds. He is going to take 133 seconds to cover 380 meters. So speed of Q will become what? Tell me, students. 380 by 133 seconds. Distance by speed. This is in meter per second, right? If I want to convert it into kilometer per hour, I should multiply it with 18 by 5. I should multiply it with 18 by 5. Now see here, students, what I can do. 5 ones, 5, 7 times is 35. I will get 30 means 76. 76. Next, in 18 table and 133. Can I cancel them? Why? Because there is a scope for approximation here. Not the exact one. I can use the concept of approximation, or we can solve it. 76 into 18. What you will get, students? Can I further cancel it? No. There is no scope. The chances are very, very less. 8, 4, 56 means 60. 7, 6, 8, 6, 13. 1368 by 133. So obviously our answer will be 10.29 kmph. 10.29 kmph. Why? Because nearest one is 10.29 kmph. So our answer here becomes 10.29 kmph. Next one. In a circular race, okay, now the race is in a circular manner. Okay, of 4,225 meters, X and Y start from the same point and at the same time at speeds of 54 kmph and 63 kmph. When they meet again for the first time on the track, when they are running in the opposite direction, when they are going to meet. Okay, this is similar to our previous videos, circular case only, students, nothing more than that here. Okay, in a circular one, what is happening? Now this one is X and Y, assume, and the distance is what? 4,225. Now they are moving in opposite directions, right? So what will be the relative speed? Tell me. Relative speed will become here 54 plus 63 kmph. 64 plus 53 kmph. This will become what? Overall 117 kmph. But this is in meters and the answers are in seconds, right? I will convert it into meter per second. So 117 into meter per second means it will become 5 by 18 meters per second. 5 by 18 meters per second for me here. Okay, in 9 table, 9 ones are 9 threes are, and here I will get 2. So 13 fives are, it will become what, students? 13 fives are 65 by 2 meters per second is the relative speed. So now time taken to meet each other means 4,225. Distance between them by relative speed 65 by 2. 65 by 2. Please try to cancel. In what table I can cancel? In 13 table I will cancel here. 13 threes are 39. I will be left with 3. 13 twos are 26. I will be left with 65 means 5 times. Here 13 fives are. 5 ones 5, 6 are 30 and 5s are. So this 2 will come to numerator. So time will become what from here? 130 seconds. Time will become what? 130. That means after 130 seconds, the two persons are going to meet each other. Okay, right? Next one. That's it, student. These are the questions which were asked from the race concept. In our next video, we are going to discuss about problems on trains and the other concepts, right? Thank you very much.